It's Monday, which means it's time for another video. Sorry for the late post. Just recently got home from work, so this is gonna be posted shortly after I get home. I didn't get time to film a video early, but last video I asked you guys to give me some questions. They could be horror, non-horror, and you guys came through with the questions. And I'm just gonna go through from the first question that popped up to the last one. And the first one is from Adrian Reyes. I'm not sure how to pronounce your last name, I'm very sorry. But she asked, have you seen any awesome horror films that you would recommend? If I recommended a bunch of horror films, this video would be very long. Personally, I like the older, like 80s slashers. That's my favorite type of movies to watch. So some of those I would recommend that you maybe have not seen. The Initiation, Sweet 16. I'm literally looking over. Another really bad one, but I actually really enjoyed it. I wouldn't say it's awesome, but Memorial Valley Massacre. That's a very strange one. There's a lot. I like Slumber Party Massacre 3. That's a good one. Not one that a lot of people talk about compared to 1 and 2. Those are just some that I would recommend. Go through my channel if you haven't and check out some of my reviews, because I have reviewed movies maybe that you may not I can't speak, that you may have not heard of before. But the next question is from Junebug Films. There's actually a bunch of questions. The first question he asks, or she, I'm pretty sure it's a he though, what do you think is the scariest movie of all time? Now, I don't get scared from horror films like at all. So it's very hard to pick a scary horror film. Not a lot of horror films make me feel unsettled, so it's kind of hard for me to pick one per se. Maybe The Exorcist, because it's so popular. I saw that when I was 5. Honestly, it did not scare me. I'm not joking either. It just did not scare me back then. Maybe The Shining. That's not even that really scary though, other than like a couple scenes. That's a really hard question because, like I said, I don't really get scared. I can't even tell the last time I actually got scared from a horror film. Favorite movie of all time? I don't know if you mean regular movie or horror movie. I'll just say horror movie because it probably is like one of my favorite movies of all time. Sleepaway Camp. I absolutely love Sleepaway Camp. If you guys have been watching my videos for a long time, you would know that Sleepaway Camp is my favorite horror film of all time. I absolutely love it. I also love the original Halloween. Great film. If I would pick, maybe it wouldn't be a favorite per se, but I really like one that I watched recently that I just got on Blu-ray is The Outsiders. I absolutely love The Outsiders. Great cast, great movie. Read the book. Absolutely love that movie. But that's probably like one that I would pick if it was non-horror. And if you see me looking down, it's because I have the questions written down because I'm not going to memorize those on the top of my head. But the next question is, who is better as a singer for Van Halen? David Lee Roth or Sammy Hagar? Okay, so when I looked at this, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really listen to Van Halen. I'm just not really that big of a Van Halen person, so I can't really answer that for you. Sorry, I just can't answer it. I'm more of like I don't know, like Judas Priest type person. But the next question I can answer for you. And the next question is, who is better as a singer, Ronnie James Dio or Ozzy Osbourne? I know more Ozzy songs, but as a singer, Ronnie James Dio is definitely better as a singer in my personal opinion. Rest in peace. But if I would pick music, probably Ozzy, just because I know a little bit more Ozzy than I do Dio. that's just me. The next question, I think this is last one from Junebug. He asks, how do you think you bring back the magic of the movies? See, I just wrote it down as it said on the paper, or in the comments. How do you think you bring back the magic of the movies? Maybe not have everything digital. Yeah, I did. I'm not gonna lie. I did watch Halloween Kills on Peacock, but I think, like, and not have digital copies. You know what I mean? Like, have physical copies. That really makes no sense, though. Maybe have, like, people that know what they're doing, not people who just want the money. They don't really care, so they kind of just throw whatever movie is out there, and it could be a piece of shit. Have somebody who is, like, familiar with that genre, especially horror. Just don't have any random person do a movie and that they don't really know what the source material is about. Maybe not have so many remakes. They're kind of getting old, not gonna lie. I'm kind of getting sick and tired of these remakes. Have original titles, Scream and Halloween. I think those aren't really that original, but that's just me. But the next couple questions is from What Pisses Me Off. He asks, have you seen the movie Interview with a Vampire? No, I have not seen Interview with a Vampire. He did ask me that before. I've not seen that movie. Eventually I'll see it, just not anytime soon. What's your favorite food? I really like Chinese food. That's probably one of my favorite things to eat. I also really love beef jerky. And I've always loved beef jerky since I was little, so it's such a weird thing to like. That used to be one of my favorite foods of all time. I absolutely love it. I also love red beet eggs, which is probably gross to some people, but I also really love those. What's your favorite song? My favorite song of all time is a song. This has always been like one of my favorites. I don't know, which is so weird because I listen to like a very like anybody like knows me personally knows I listen to a very like weird variety of music. I really love the song Vincent from Don McLean. If you don't know who Don McLean is, you probably know his song American Pie. I absolutely love Vincent. Such a sad song, but effective. If you really listen to the lyrics, it's a very, very like sad song, but I absolutely love it. If another one of my favorites, anything, this is gonna be weird, but I really like musicals, and one of my all-time favorite musicals, I just saw it recently, that's Rent. Absolutely love Rent. It's hard to pick one of my favorites, but I love like pretty much any song from Rent, which is so weird because I go from Don McLean to Rent, but I also really love Judas Priest. So my taste in music is it's all over the place, but I like that. Who's your favorite YouTuber? Favorite YouTuber, that's a really hard one because I watch a lot of YouTubers, like a bunch of YouTubers. I really love like reaction channels or like people who like review some stuff. Like one of my favorites is a Cinema Snob, just because his type of humor is very dry sometimes, and he does movies like these weird horror films. But I also really love, like I said, the reactors. One that I actually just recently came across, not recently, maybe like a couple months or so ago. His name's Rob W. He's probably watching this, I don't really know, but he reacts to these horror films for like the first time, but they're like horror films that maybe like these other reacting channels don't react to. And I think that's cool that he's reacting to these like not like over popular type of horror films like Friday 13th, obviously. I mean, he's reacted to like 2 Friday 13ths, but he's reacted to stuff like Cannibal Holocaust and just a bunch of other stuff. I could go on and on. He's a really good YouTuber though. Also another one, You Mean the Movies. They're just funny. They're really funny. But the next question is from Horror Fanatic 78. He asks, what's your favorite and least favorite horror movie? Favorite horror movie, Sleepaway Camp. Which is an easy one because I absolutely love Sleepaway Camp. Least favorite horror film, honestly, that's actually really hard because I've seen really bad movies, but they're kind of like so bad that they're enjoyable. But then I've seen movies that were just so bad. I think if I would pick one horror film that I absolutely hated, and that would be Creepshow 3. Just because the real Creepshow 3 should be Tales from the Dark Side, the movie, but it is not the real Creepshow 3. And the reason I say that is because some of they were gonna add more stories in Creepshow 2, but they ended up cutting some of them, and a lot of the ones that were cut ended up being in Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. So that actually is the official Creepshow 3, and that came out in 1990. But Creepshow 3 came out, the real Creepshow, or shitty Creepshow 3, came out in 2006, I believe, something like that, and it's like direct-to-video, fucking awful. And the thing is, back then, a lot of direct-to-videos were really, really shitty, like in the early 2000s. Now, like, the direct-to-video stuff now is sometimes better than the stuff in the theaters. Like, for example, Curse of Chucky, great sequel to Child's Play franchise, but, like, was not in theaters probably because of Seed of Chucky and how poorly that did. But it's a great movie anyways. Probably Creepshow 3 though. It's just a terrible movie. One that I can just shit on for a while. I feel sorry for anybody who's ever seen that. The last question is from Broke Mo Howard UHF TV channel. That is a very long name. But they asked, what is your favorite horror film from this year and the worst you've seen this year? Okay. Now, I was looking through some of the horror films that came out this year, and I'm not gonna lie, I've not seen a whole lot. Maybe the only ones I've seen so far are, like The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, Spiral, Wrong Turn, Halloween Kills, so it's very, like, I have not seen Candyman, I've not seen the Forever like I said before in the past, I like watching, like, the older stuff. I prefer watching the older stuff. I mean, I will watch new stuff, just not all the time. So, like, I haven't seen any of these new movies yet, like Hereditary or Get Out or Us or any of these, like, new popular movies. Quiet Place, haven't seen any of those. So, excuse me. But if I would pick a favorite, that's really hard because they're all right movies. That's all I'm gonna say. I would say Halloween Kills, but it really wasn't that great. In my opinion, Halloween 2018 was way better than Halloween Kills. That's just my personal opinion. I am waiting until it comes out on Blu-ray. I will pick it up on Blu-ray just because I have all the other movies on Blu-ray and watch it again like that. I did unsubscribe from Peacock. I don't have premium anymore, so I cannot watch Halloween Kills. But see, it's hard because a favorite horror film from this year, I have not seen Candyman either. Like, I really want to see Candyman, I just haven't seen it yet. Spiral is alright, a little goofy. If I would pick one, I haven't seen Wrong Turn since it came out on Blu-ray. If I'd pick one movie, a favorite from this year, it might honestly be Spiral. Just because, or no, or The Conjuring. Just because I didn't really like, Halloween Kills that much. Like, it was alright. It wasn't, like, a masterpiece by any means. There's a lot that was not needed. But, a worst one, I liked all the ones I've seen. So if I pick one as the worst one, probably, I can't even pick one because I haven't seen Wrong Turn in a while. I've only watched it once. Spiral, I like Darren Lynn Bousman. Just didn't feel like a Saw movie. That's hence why it's called Spiral. But Spiral from the Book of Saw. So I can't really pick a worse one yet, just because I don't really know. I haven't seen that many. Hence why my name is called the 80s Horror Girl. I do watch other horror, but mostly 80s horror. So I apologize that I can't really answer your question. But that's all the questions I have for today that I answered. I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below. Let me know what some of your favorite movies of this year, or least favorite movies are this year. I actually want to do a live stream soon, so comment down below, let me know if that's something you want to see. I will probably do that on a Friday maybe, just because more time to do it. Probably at like later in the day, so everyone can join and ask me questions. But comment down below, let me know if that's something you want to see. But in the meantime, I'll see you guys on Thursday.